Hey everybody, it's Purplepigggy here, and today I'm going to be doing my all about molds video / mold collection video. So I have 13 molds, as you can see them all here, but I've only made 12 of them because I won this one in a contest from Moiki, and so that's the only one that I haven't made, but the rest I've made. So I made all of these using mold putty, and you can probably buy these at any craft store, and sometimes it does tend to get expensive, but it is sometimes worth it because you can also buy molds online, but they do tend to get really expensive, and I think it's just easier to make them yourself. So I actually have a video showing how to make this cupcake mold, and I have this uploaded on my channel if you guys want some more information about molds and how to step by step make them. But what you do is you take the two different mold sections. So your mold putty will probably come with an A and B part, and you just want to mix those, and then you put your charm in it, and then you leave that in like a safe place for 24 hours, and then once you take it out, it should be dry and flexible like this. So if you guys want to see exactly how I made this mold, you just click the screen right now. So now I'm going to be going step through all of my molds and telling you how I made them and what I used to make the mold. So starting off with my cupcake mold, I made this using an earring that I got at Claire's, and it is really flexible and it is a little bit too big, so I would always try to take the least amount of mold putty that you think you might have, that you might need for that charm, because then you'll end up with a lot of extra and just wasting your mold putty like I did here. And then I have 2 plates, and I made these using little miniature plate things from my dollhouse set, and so that's how I made these. And they did sort of turn out really bad because this were my first molds. I think this one was my first mold, or this one, I can't remember what, but they did turn out really bad and they don't work as well, so it was sort of a waste to make this. And I also have a bowl mold, and this one turned out really good, and so I made this using another dollhouse food. And then I tried to make a bigger cupcake one, and it sort of failed because this was using a toothpaste cap, and there is a giant little line at the sides here, and you can also see the bottom part. So when I take it out, it's sort of like lopsided at the bottom. And then I also made this little tart mold, and I didn't mix the two parts enough, so it sort of turned out all gross, and the bottom is really thin, but it does work really well. I have made a couple of charms using this, and it is a bit dirty. These 2 little waffles, and I just took the mold putty and I put it flat like so, and I took a blade and I just made little marks using the bottom side of the blade, so this blunt side I think it's called, and that's how I did that. And then I have this little cookie mold, and I used this making from another little dollhouse cookie thing. And then I have this 2-in-1, so there's this bread and then there's this little strawberry, and I thought I should just stick the strawberry on the side because I had a lot of mold putty and I already put the eraser inside. So this is a bread mold, and I put the eraser inside, and it was sort of stupid of me, but I put it on the wrong side, so these 2 little holes here, but it still works if you cover that up. And I do have a tutorial using this, I believe. And then here is a little strawberry, and there's actually a hole at the bottom, but it does work really well. And then I have this little mini cupcake / tart mold, and I made this using a cupcake base that I won at Moiki's contest as well, and it is super duper small. And then I have the star mold, and I also won this star charm from the contest, and I just stuck it in here. And then the last mold is this bow mold, and I won this mold at a contest, so I don't know how they made it, and it is purple, but it does work really well. And yeah, those were all of my molds. And if you guys have any more questions, or so those were all of my molds, and now I'm going to show you each mold and what it looks like after it comes. And so I'm just going to show you how they look like with using some scrap clay. So this is why this clay is all dirty, and I'm just going to show you how to use it. So you can also take a marker and roll over it to keep the surface nice and flat. And then I'm just going to take it out really slowly, so I'm pulling corner by corner first. So it gently comes out, and you can tap on the bottom and just push it out of the way and grab it. And see, this mold turns out really bad, as you can tell. So this is why I don't use this mold. But this is just what it looks like, so I can show you how awful it looks. So another way to use the mold is just to take some clay and you can just put it in there. And now you can see all of the excess coming out. So you just take a blade and you just want to carefully trim off the clay, and be really careful with this so that you don't cut your mold, because I tend to do that. So this is why I don't really use this technique as much. But then you just put it in there, and then you can roll over it like so. You can tap it on the bottom and then push it out gently. So as you can see, it's sort of coming off, and then you can just grab it out like so, and voila. Sort of want to fix it up a bit, and there you have it. So that's pretty much how molds work and everything I can think of to tell you about molds. And if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to reply. And if you guys want any more helpful tools or polymer clay, how to like use polymer clay and everything, like sort of like the polymer glaze for beginner videos, if you have any other ideas for that, just leave that in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.